Today I'm going to present to you about Camp Breathless, No More, an asthma education camp to educate parents and children. Camp Breathless, No More will be a nonprofit asthma education camp. We will be located in Stanislaus County, California. We will specialize in asthma education. This was established by myself, Bridgette LaMere, in 2019. A little bit of background about myself. I started my respiratory therapist career in 2003. I chose the respiratory therapy field because I myself suffered from asthma and also watched my grandmother lose her battle with COPD. I am driven to educate others because I saw the lack of education while I was growing up living with asthma. I now have a daughter who also suffers with asthma and still see the lack of education and would like to educate the community to better cope and control this ever-changing illness. Let me share with you my goals to bring to life a one-day asthma education camp. Also, to help educate the community about how to control asthma and the resources available to them. To create a fun place to bond and learn about this common illness. To help those affected by asthma to find ways to not let their illness hold them back from everyday life. Then to further expand into a multi-day camp and also provide schools with educational seminars. Now I'm going to share with you why we need a camp in Stanislaus County. During the 2010 Stanislaus County Asthma Report Card, it states that there's a significantly larger percentage of Stanislaus County residents diagnosed with asthma having experienced symptoms in the past year. Furthermore, Stanislaus County ranks 20th on the most populated U.S. counties list. There are over 3,000 emergency room visits a year in Stanislaus County for asthma patients alone. Stanislaus County also tends to have more children miss school due to asthma. This may indicate that these children and their families lack education in managing this illness. Between 2005 and 2007, 20 people in Stanislaus County died of asthma. These ER visits, absences, and deaths could have possibly been prevented if they individually or their families had been properly educated. In this slide, you'll see the steps I'm going to take to develop my asthma camp. First, establishing the camp, gathering volunteers, funding, location, what we want to teach at the camp, and then expanding in the future. For this slide, I'll talk about the staff and the cost. For the staff, we will utilize a staff that will consist of volunteers. Volunteers are being sourced from the local colleges, hospitals, also the Stanislaus County Asthma Coalition, and local community members. The cost and funding, the supplies and handouts for campers will mostly come from local donations, and any supplies in excess will be approximately $100. Food and drinks for campers and volunteers will be approximately $600 plus anything that will be donated. Thanks to the Stanislaus County Asthma Coalition for helping find a location to host this first one-day asthma camp, which will be located in Modesto, California. Let's breathe together and look at what the camp will provide. Here you see our logo and our slogan. We will take your breath away, but won't leave you breathless. Camp Breathless, no more. The camp activities the kids will have an option to do is build a spacer. Building a spacer out of recycled products in case they were never given one or have lost theirs. Or they will have a chance to relax and color pages from asthma-related books or read asthma-related books. Other activities will also include breathing during exercise. You're having fun dancing, you can learn new ways to control your breathing. Doing strenuous activities like running or sprinting, learning how to control your breathing. Yoga and meditation for breathing, teaching children new techniques to be able to calm themselves during an asthma attack. And for the parent workshops, we'll have the air quality, teaching the parents what the air quality is, how to check the air quality, what the colored flags mean, and how to prepare their children for the day. Allergens and triggers, teaching the parents what type of triggers may be present in their home or in school, and teaching them how to identify and eliminate these triggers to keep their children safe. Also, we can give the parents action plans. They can take this to the child's pediatrician and build the action plan up and give to the school. That way the school knows what steps to take in case the child suffers an asthma attack during school hours.
Hi! I'm going to show you how to use your inhaler and your aero chamber. First, you shake your inhaler for 10 seconds. 9, 10. If you don't use your aero chamber, this will happen. It doesn't go all the way in your lungs. This might look big and bulky, but it's very important. Let me show you why. You just put the inhaler right here, and once you pump it, you don't have to rush because it's a one-way valve. So you're gonna pump the inhaler, then slow breath in, and then hold 10. Let me show you. Much better. You don't want to go too fast or else this will happen. And you don't want a harmonica. Shake it, place it, pump it, breathe it, hold, exhale. Now you're free to breathe.
As with any proposal or project, there are always threats and challenges. The possible challenges to our camp would be that the children and families will not return each year. The camp may be one day instead of a multi-day camp. One of the biggest challenges may be that none of the families show up or none of the volunteers show up. To be able to keep Camp Breathless No More running and ensure that the attendees are learning, we will do a survey each year. A survey will be given at the beginning of the camp and at the conclusion of the camp. The purpose of the survey will to measure the knowledge of the attendees before and after camp to see how much they learned. The information from these surveys will be used to enhance the camp each year. The future growth of the asthma camp. Our goal is to continue annually with a one-day camp. We would like to be able to expand into a multi-day camp with more activities and workshops, to utilize more support, such as doctors, lawyers, and psychologists, to offer a more extensive support and workshop. Also to open an asthma education facility. In conclusion, Camp Breathless No More will be an important addition to Stanislaus County. Through educating families affected by asthma, we can help reduce the amount of asthma-related school absences, ER visits, and possible deaths from asthma. Our camp is determined to help alleviate the lack of asthma education that is available to families.